sometimes I consider myself a little bit one that likes to go after natural things, natural remedies, natural foods. I like to take care of myself the best that I can, and I always am interested in these in the natural things that our ancestors would have used before they were processed and put in packaging and presented to us. Lately, I've been looking at chicory and dandelion root. I've got some chicory from a natural store and used it for a drink, for like coffee, just to see how it would be, and I really did like it. And looking looking it up online and watching some video, I have seen where that is a prebiotic. Both of them, dandelion and chicory, are prebiotic, and they're to help digestion. Well, so I ran out of my chicory, and I thought, well, let's check out the dandelion, and maybe inspire you to get out in your yard and find those things that are natural. Foraging. In this day and time, what's going on around about us, it's not a bad thing to learn some of this. Save a little time going out and being around folks, save a little money, or make it be a substitute in some other things. Just adding good natural food to our diet. And if you've ever dug up dandelion, for the most part I've ever dug up had a like a long taproot, had a good taproot. Took a lot to get it off. You try to get it out of the yard, you just snap the green off of it. But I bought a tool, and it's for gardening, that would allow me to dig up around a plant, or even dig a hole in a fresh turned ground to put a plant in. But anyway, that tool was bending in the type of ground that I have where I live. So I've come out to my shop to find another tool that might work a little bit better. A screwdriver will work good, a good stout screwdriver. That tool would just bend, but I've got a little pry bar that's got some strength to it. Now I'm going to use it to pop these dandelion roots up out of the ground. Now, to do this right, hopefully I don't step on the red ant pile here, you gotta have the tools of the trade. Like I said, they got the little digger, spade, pry bar. Got a knee pad that helps people with bad knees, and also keeps from soaking up the damp ground on your pants leg as you kneel down. Need you a little serrated knife. Mama's favorite knife is not going to work, so if you find an old one somewhere, it would work better, because you're going to be digging in some dirt with it. And you need you a bag to put the root in, so you can, that or even a basket. Now I'm going to rinse all these roots off, the dirt off of them. now that I've got all the root dried in the oven for a good length of time, I've got a sifter, and I'm going to run it through this sifter and try and get whatever's loose, fine, to fall through. Let's do this. Like I said, just getting to where I've got some stuff that's not just so fine. Because even a coffee filter will only filter out so much. I'd like to give a good time frame for roasting it, but mainly with a little bit, just kind of don't go with a high heat and kind of keep an eye on it. But as far as roasting and drying goes and chopping it, I have done some others, and I chopped it up before I dried it. This time I dried the root and then chopped it. That didn't work. So you need to chop your root up before it dries, then roast it so it can be put in the grinder. Probably have lost some of the finer roots because I dried them very well this time and got those chopped up into fine pieces ahead of time. The roasting will give it a different flavor, but even just dried, dehydrated, and ground up would be a good tea or a good drink. I'm just taking the roasted dandelion root and I'm going to place it in a regular coffee grinder. Let's see what goes on. You know, folks, the taste of this is not for everybody. It's a different taste, and then if you go in thinking it's going to be like coffee, you got another thing coming. It can be bitter. I remember a lady that was telling me that you add salt to coffee, it takes the bitterness away. Of course, to me, that takes coffee away. But I do use, because I saw a recipe where they use a tablespoon, a little bit of butter in a cup of this dandelion coffee, and it gives it a creamy taste. Well, I use salted butter, adding a little salt, and it does make a difference in the taste of it. That's just something that you'd have to do with your own taste. But we need to be careful when we do this. You don't want to be digging up root that's been in a dog pile anywhere. And you need to make sure you know what you're grabbing. Like I said in the beginning, there's plantain that looks somewhat like dandelion. It has good properties also, but to do this you need dandelions, so you need to learn what is a dandelion, and there is a difference between the mature plant and I guess an immature or young plant in the roots. This bunch that I got was a lot of mature plants. We'll see, I couldn't grind it up as fine, and it's probably not a bad idea. Once it gets in the filter and gets that water, it's like a tea, but it's good, and it's a good alternative if there's a need. Folks, that's the process for making dandelion coffee or tea.